Hello, I'm with Seed System Solution, and in this video, I will guide you through the process of building a bank reconciliation. If you are not able to view the menu or tab options that I reference in this video, please contact the Seed System Solution admin user within your organization for assistance. So to get to our bank reconciliations, we're going to navigate through our main menu to Reports, into Banking, and then to our reconciliation list. It will be blank when you come into here. You have two options. You can filter and you can find your previous reconciliations if you need to reconcile or open up a past reconciliation. So when you press choose your bank, when your dates, press apply, and then you'll see a list. You can click on the underlined line in order to access a previous reconciliation. Your other option to create a new one is from your hamburger menu, select New. You're going to then select your bank that you are wishing to reconcile. For your bank to display in this reconciliation list, it must have an account of bank or account type of bank in your chart of accounts. So you can select your bank and press Continue. You'll then be asked to enter a few pieces of information. The first is going to be the date on which you're reconciling. The second is the start date of the bank account period, and then the end date of your bank account period. Your starting balance is going to automatically pull based on the ending balance of your past reconciliation. And then you're going to want to enter in your ending balance. Once you've entered in your ending balance, you're going to have the display then of a couple of portals. On your top is going to be your reconciled items, and on your bottom is going to be your unreconciled items. You do also have a button that says Hide Later that will take any transactions out that are past the year end date of your period, and Show Later is going to pull them all back in. To reconcile a line, you're just going to select the checkbox in the bottom portal, and it would move it to your top portal. And then you would do that for your checks, your deposits, and any journal entries that have been made to the bank account. You can use the plus buttons next to the words check, deposit, or journal entry to create a new transaction straight from this reconciliation, so you don't have to go somewhere else and create that. After you've reconciled all of your items, you can print a reconciliation using your hamburger menu, and you can print or you can export that. Another option that you do have in your hamburger menu is to select all of your items. So you can use that at the beginning and it will automatically check everything that's displaying in your portals. Deselect is going to deselect everything that you have selected already. Delete reconciliation would clear everything and then delete that reconciliation. Ideally, if everything worked correctly, your difference is going to be $0. However, there are times where your reconciliation might not equal 0 and you have a slight difference. If that is the case, then you need to create a journal entry to reconcile your difference. To do that, you're going to press the plus button next to your journal entries, and it's going to create a new journal entry. If your difference is negative, you're going to want to create a reconciliation that looks like the one in the screenshot here. So you will have a line for your bank where you are debiting the same amount as the difference of your reconciliation, but you do want to make sure your amount is entered in a positive format. So in our example here, our difference is negative 0.02. We want to debit 0.02 from our bank account and credit 0.02 to our reconciliation discrepancy account that we have set up in our chart of accounts. The opposite is true if your difference is positive. If you have a positive difference, you would want to create a journal entry that is going to credit your bank for the amount of your discrepancy, and it's going to debit your reconciliation discrepancy account in that same amount. Then you can leave your journal entry. And then you would just set your journal entry to your reconciliation until your difference is now $0. And then now you can continue with printing your reconciliation report. To leave your reconciliation, you're just going to press the logo and everything will have saved. Within your reconciliation, if your starting balance doesn't match what you believe your starting balance should be based on your bank statement, it could be for one of a few reasons. The first reason is your past reconciliations have a difference somewhere, and you need to reconcile that difference using the journal entry steps I just talked about. Once those are corrected, your start balance should be corrected. The other scenario that may happen is you might have two reconciliations within the same date period. So you created two reconciliations for November 1st through November 30th. What you would need to do is correct that reconciliation in one of three ways. One, if the date was entered erroneously, correct your dates on the previous reconciliations. If you created two and you have two with transactions within the same period, you're going to want to combine those into a singular reconciliation. And the third would be to delete any extra reconciliations that you have that you've created in that blank period with no transactions on it. Once you are verified that you only have one reconciliation within each date period, that should correct your starting balance to match your ending balance from your previous reconciliation. If you have any questions about Seed System Solution, please reference our other training videos on our YouTube channel. Email us at grow@seedsystem.co or register for one of our free monthly Seed System Support Zoom meetings. Thank you.